I've only been working in corporate America for, let's just say, like 5.5 years. The thought of doing this, like working in corporate America for what feels like the rest of my life, because I just don't understand or see how retiring is even a possibility at this point, pains me.
I see videos like this all of the time now. People crying in their cars during their lunch break or literally saying out loud, I can't imagine doing this for another 40 to 50 years. And I get it. I've been in the corporate world for over a decade now, and I actually love my job. Like, genuinely. I work from home, which is the biggest blessing, and I work with people that I actually like. But I know the system can be a joke at times, a performative, soul-sucking clown show. And even when it's good, it can still burn you out. So let's talk about it. But first, if you're new here, hey, I'm Slissa Gervils, and over here we like to question everything, especially the polarizing figures and companies who shape our world. If that sounds like your vibe, then like and subscribe. Before I was a corporate girly, I worked at Walgreens. And let me tell you, retail? That's a special kind of hell. People would scream at you over expired coupons, and I would cry before every single shift. One time, a woman slammed her change on the counter after storming out, and when I told her that I would have to restart her order because she stormed out, she called me the devil. Literally said that. You are the devil. And I just smiled and said, have a great day, ma'am. The poise you have to work in retail is unmatched. So when I landed in the corporate world, it was like peace, calm. Nobody was yelling. It felt like I could breathe for the first time in any job I'd ever had. But once the honeymoon phase wore off, that's when I realized corporate has its own brand of weird. Can we talk about the ridiculousness of the corporate lingo?
Morning team. So going into this week, it is imperative that we deep dive, proactively shifting our paradigms and synergize our operational efficiency.
Like, why are we writing emails like we're Victorian pen pals? Kind regards, circling back, per my last email. Nobody talks like that in real life. And yet, here we are, role-playing as overly polite robots in every interaction. The jargon, the fake smiles, the weird power plays, it's all so exhausting. And for what? So our work looks serious?
What do you do for a living? Oh, I click buttons. I click this button, which gets me to the point where I click these buttons, and then these buttons get me to the point I click this button, and then sometimes I just click this button a lot.
Girl, we're literally updating spreadsheets and sending Teams emojis. Relax.
Most people who burn out are the hardest workers. They're the ones who care deeply about their job, they go the extra mile, and they consistently deliver. So why do they end up drained? It's because corporate culture rewards overwork. They pile on unrealistic expectations, glorify hustle culture, and give you a pat on the back for working late.
Even I, someone who loves her job, have experienced burnout. 5 years ago, during a company downtime, my hours got cut and I panicked. I overcompensated like crazy, volunteered for everything, said yes to everything, took on more and more and more so I would never be seen as disposable again. And that's the trap. You start to believe that if you are not doing the absolute most at all times, you're at risk. Burnout isn't just about doing too much. It's about performing all of the time, being on, being perfect. And performance reviews, don't get me started.
You exceeded our expectations, which were our expectations of you. So we put you at below expectation.
Nothing like having to summarize your worth in a bullet point list and smile while your manager tells you where you could improve. I'm sure those of you who are in corporate have experienced the there's never going to be a 10 because there's always room to improve.
Because of the light, it shines on the other side.
This is what gets me. You're sitting at your little beige cubicle, drinking your Keurig coffee, and you have a moment of clarity. I have to do this for 50 more years. The existential dread is real. Especially when you look at your pay stub, and then rent prices, and then your non-existent retirement plan, or your very, very low retirement plan. And some of my friends were in corporate roles that were so soul-sucking that they left to go wait tables or be bartenders so they could feel something again. And honestly, I don't blame them.
So we just need to find a more effective way to...
Remote work really disrupted the industry. It proved that a lot of us can do our jobs from anywhere, and we can do them well. In fact, a lot of the times doing better than we were in the office because there's less chit-chat or getting up or breaks or any of the corporate nonsense that takes place in an office. I'm not commuting, I'm not spreading germs in an office, and I'm not showing up late because of a fender bender. I'm just walking 3 feet to my desk. And the companies, they save money too. No office space, less overhead, it's a win-win. So why do so many places still insist on dragging us back into the buildings with fluorescent lighting and broken coffee machines? That is something I have still yet to figure out the answer to. I don't think we're all burnt out because of the hard work. We're burnt out because of the fake work. Pointless meetings, fake urgencies, obsession with productivity. Job descriptions that are 3 roles in one. Being told to be a team player while carrying the whole team. And the worst part? We're doing all of this so someone else can be rich, while we cross our fingers and hope that we can retire before we die. Also, mini rant, the job hunt culture, where you have to fake it till you make it? As true as it is, I hate that phrase. I don't want to lie on my resume just to get somebody to look at it. Just give me 5 minutes and I will show you I'm a hard worker. And I'm sure many of you can agree with that. Look, I'm really not anti-corporate, like truly. I have so much gratitude for the job that I do have and the flexibility that it allows me. But we have to be real. Corporate culture is broken. People are not lazy, they're exhausted. And not just from work, but from pretending that all of this is normal. Burnout doesn't mean you're weak, and it doesn't mean you're entitled. It means you're human. Let me know what your experience with the corporate world is in the comments below. Have you ever worked it? Do you like working in it? Have you gone back to doing something other than corporate? I would love to know. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and click the notification bell so you never miss an opportunity to question everything with me. And as always, stay skeptical, stay curious, and question everything, even me.